Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction, and Everton have once again picked up 3 points. Everton beating Crystal Palace 2-1 in a long 96 minutes. What a brilliant win. What an absolutely brilliant win to take from this week. You know, obviously if anyone had offered me 2 points this week, I would have been happy. 3 points I would have been happy. But to get 4 points out of those 2 games is absolutely massive. Everton up to 30 points now. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely brilliant result on a day when we weren't at our best, and we soldiered on in moments when I didn't think we would, especially after they got the goal just after our time. But brilliant victory led by Betto. That man. What a finish and what a performance for him. It's just all heart, it's all soul, it's all guts. Absolutely brilliant from him today. Deserved to get man of the match. Obviously really good on Wednesday. And he's grown as a player massively. And listen, I have not always been complimentary about Betto. And listen, I don't mind saying that he has been unbelievable since David Moyes came in, and in the last few games he's been absolutely brilliant. He's exceeded everything I thought him of a player. I still don't think he could have played up front for Sean Dyche. That's still my opinion. I don't think he could have played in that team, but in a team that plays football, he is number one. He's still done so much better than I thought he would do. So I have no problem saying I'm wrong on that front. In front of goal, he is so calm. That is the main thing. He is so calm in front of goal, and he makes it look really easy. He really does. He makes it look really easy when chances. And listen, Dominic Calvert-Lewin didn't always and doesn't make it look easy, but this lad does make it easy. And all that other stuff doesn't really matter one bit about what he does outside the box, or whether he can flick the ball on, or whether he can play back to goal. It doesn't really matter, does it? If you're putting the ball in front of him and you're making chances for him, it doesn't really matter. And that's what we've started doing for him. And it is just sliding doors moments that Dominic Calvert-Lewin got injured and he's come into the side. And if Dom was fit tomorrow, Dom wouldn't get back in the side, and he wouldn't deserve to get back into the side, because Betto was shown in front of goal that he's a better finisher, and that's all it's about. In the other fella's team, Dominic Calvert-Lewin back to goal play suited it, but the way we're playing you just have to look at the first goal. The way Alcaraz ran with the ball, and the way Betto made his run, and then the finish. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen previously, and it's happening now. And all the other parts are starting to come together as well. He's starting to learn all the little other things, and he's getting game time. So fair play. I don't think it would have happened for him under the last fella because of the way we played. I just don't think it would. But under David Moyes, it's happening, and long may it continue for Betto, because he wears his heart on his sleeve. We saw that when he did score goals, and how emotionally got, how upset he was, because he just wanted an opportunity. But the most important thing about it is we play football that suits this lad. That's the most important thing. We play football that suits him, and we just have to keep doing that. We have to keep doing that. And obviously, again, today, Alcaraz comes into the side because the Corey gets sent off. Again, it's one of those mad sliding doors things where Alcaraz comes into the side and he gets a goal and he gets an assist. You know, that can be football at times. You think that something is a negative and suddenly it becomes a positive. It's so This is where you can't sort of you can't legislate for things like that in football. You really can't. Someone gets an opportunity in a position. Jake O'Brien, he's another one. He gets an opportunity to play in a position, and he's took it with both hands. And all these things are just coming up. uh, It's not luck. It's not luck. It's opportunity. Players are taking the chance. And again today, Everton have got three senior outfield players on the bench, wasn't it? Yeah, Michael Keane, Ashley Young, and Tim Boonham. Two goalkeepers and a bunch of kids. And the players knew they had to dig in, and they've dug in. They've absolutely dug in. And even when it went 1-1, they dug in. It's simple as that. It's and even it was like last year, wasn't it? Last year, I remember we were winning, and then they got it back, and then we got the lead again, and it went to 2-2, and you think, oh, here we go. But we end up getting the winner, and we ended up getting the win today. And even if even if it felt like the longest 6 minutes ever, well, no, the first 5 minutes felt fine. It was the one last minute, the 96th minute, just felt so long. And we've picked up a huge win, 30 points, and we've gone above Tottenham, Manchester United. We're right behind Palace now, only goal difference. And with Manchester United coming to Goodison next week, what an opportunity next week. If we were to get 3 points against Manchester United, that's then looking at almost like the top half of the table, dare I say. But everything's positive, and it has been since the minute this man walked into the door. Let's be honest. Everything has been positive. So where I'm quite happy to sit here and say I was wrong about Betto, I was absolutely right about Sean Dyche. So since David Moyes coming in, and again, when we said David Moyes was coming in, a lot of people were not happy, didn't want him. People ringing up national radio stations to tell us it was the wrong thing. But, I mean, 13 points from 18 points, that is some turnaround. To have 13 points, replace the fella who had 17 points, to have 13 points already, that's incredible. And with the injuries that we've had, I mean, you just look at that squad today. You look at the players, even like James Garner wouldn't be back in the first team if injuries hadn't happened. He's playing on fumes. Adissa Garner-Gay would probably have a game off. Maybe wouldn't have played in the cup last week. And yet these lads are running through brick walls. Jake O'Brien wouldn't have kicked the ball in the Premier League, wouldn't have had to start yet, and yet looks so calm and accomplished at right back. Today we've got Harrison on one side and Lundstrom on the other side, two players who were fighting for the same position. Don't get me wrong, I didn't think either of them had a particularly good game today, but that's where we are. And you listen to David Moyes, and as he said the other day in the press conference, when he was asked, they bring you back down to earth. It's like, why? And that's his mentality. Why couldn't we win this game today? Why couldn't we win this game? Why can't we go to Palace and go and win this game? Why couldn't he? Because we have. And that's the completely different mentality we've got now as a football club. We've changed as a football club in the last 6 weeks. We've took our stadium. We've got the new owners, and we've got a new manager, and we've won. He's now won more games. Oh, hang on. Wrong about Michael. Hang on, let's calm down on the Michalenko chat. Hang on. Whoa. Calm down. We still need a better left back. Calm down. Don't give me the Michalenko chat, because we still need another left back. Let's all calm down. Let's walk away from the ledge and calm down a little bit. Alex on the super chat says only 9 points away from European football next season. As of tonight, though, dare we dream, Ped? Listen, dream away, dream away. You can dream all you want. I just want to enjoy the final games at Goodison Park because I think that's what we all deserve to have and all deserve to do. So that's why not. Let's enjoy that now. Let's enjoy Saturday, going the game against Manchester United, which is a game we can win without doubt. And then Brentford on the Wednesday. Why not? But we've give ourselves just a fantastic opportunity to enjoy it. That's the main thing. We've give ourselves a fantastic opportunity to enjoy the final games at Goodison Park without any too much stress. And I think we've done that tonight. And personally, I think we've done that tonight with the results, the way they've gone today, and those teams. I'm not sure those teams will get to 30 points, but it takes the pressure off us when we play games of football. Simple as that. We can go and when you look at Everton in the last couple of games, there's no way on earth, or the last few games, no way on earth you'd look at us and go, oh God, they're still part of the relegation. We're miles better. And again, that's another thing. We actually look like a decent football team now. We actually look like we've got an idea of what we want to do. Actually look like we've got patterns of play. We actually look like we can score goals. We're scoring an average of 2 goals a game. Rob on the super chat says, do you think Moyes can compete with the Reds soon? I'm not asked. Listen, all that matters is, hang on, afford the hobby says, Betto actually good or having the ass run of form? I think as a finisher, I don't think the ass ever had a run of form. No, I think genuinely Betto as a finisher is absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Still think what he does outside the box leads a lot to be desired. But that's where you say, well, don't do stuff outside the box then, if you can. And going back to the previous super chat, Moyes will get money and he will get us, I think, back in the running for European places. Simple as that. I think he'll get us back in the running for European places. Now, that's all that matters for the next couple of years. If we can get the gap between where we are and those European players, as in teams playing football, yeah, is a big gap. But in terms of points, isn't massive. It's about getting consistency. This run we're on isn't going to happen all the time. But it's about finding a consistent way of playing. Adam says, keep the momentum going, head into the new stadium with a summer window. Things are looking bright. And that's it. Let's get to the stadium with optimism, with a little bit of money, with people trusting the manager, people trusting the director of football, whoever he is. Was Foz, nice one for gifting 10 people with memberships. Nice one for that. Let's get to the end of the season with a few more wins. Robert Jones says, subscribe if you're not already. He said that in the super chat. I delivered that out for free. It's all about just getting more wins, enjoying Goodison Park, and getting to the end of the season and then letting the manager and the director of football and the recruitment team find better players for us. And that means, by the way, that doesn't, and of course we've got a lot of players that could potentially leave. But that just means building on what we've got. So that doesn't mean selling anyone. That means like someone comes in and competes with Mykolenko and makes Mykolenko better. That's the way you look at it. and make players come into midfield and try and compete with the midfield and make the midfield better and the centre forwards better. James, thank you for gifting 5 people with Toffee TV memberships and making people better. But it's just great, isn't it? It's just great to watch a team actually play football rather than the shite we were getting served up by the last fella who'd completely given up on having the ability to take us forward. I know everyone who shit the bed over him. I don't understand why people did, but listen, that's people panic, people stress. I get that. Ian says, I don't care. I'm just enjoying watching us play football now. Finally, streaming Everton games is worth the jail time. Absolutely. No, that's the main thing. Enjoying watching your team play football, enjoying going the match. All those away fans today will have enjoyed it. They've watched Everton win back-to-back away games. That's massive. That's massive. And I know people who'd stop going to away games because of the last fella. And yet Everton have gone to Brighton and Crystal Palace, 2 tricky away games, and won them. And it makes everybody feel better. It makes me feel better doing this. People used to say, oh, yous wallow in the misery. Yous love it when we're shit. No, I don't. I'm an Everton fan. I fucking love it when we're winning. I'm absolutely love it. The neighbours will tell you that. When we won this game today and when we scored the goals. I absolutely love it. Being in a studio with WhatsApp Baz, who absolutely fundamentally hated Sean Dyche, was not a good place to be. I will tell you that right now, and he'll tell you that. There's a weight lifted. Joker says, bet the pundits that said Moyes would be downside side grade to Dyche feels stupid now. Hacken says only 3,900 subs to 100,000 and the beautiful silver plaque. If all 2,000 watching does is come on, give a thumbs up. Sorry, that went off. Robert, thank you for gifting 10 people. I know, Liam, you're absolutely right. And you don't even have to give me a super chat. Everyone thinks I'm a miserable bastard. No, I'm not. I just like Everton to win games of football or try and win games of football. It's as simple as that. I'm quite a happy person. I like fucking superhero films and TV shows that are stupid and watching cartoons. I'm quite an unserious person. And anyone who's watched this channel long enough or watches the Premier stuff knows that I'm quite an unserious person. Baz and John and anyone who's in the studio will tell you I'm a very unserious person. But I like my football club. Dare I say, I love my football club like all you people do. And when we're not doing well, it hurts. And it makes me miserable because most of my life is spent, and I've said this loads of times, about Everton. Most of my life is Everton. And that people might go, oh, that's fucking sad. Well, that's just my life. I'm sorry. That's just my life. I work on a channel that dedicates itself to Everton Football Club. So when Everton is shit, because the manager is miserable and rubbish, it makes me feel quite shit. So now that Everton, when Everton are playing well, I'm going to fucking enjoy it. I'm going to seriously enjoy it. I can walk down the road with me Everton gear on, even though you probably can't see because it's like a blacked out badge, but it's still Bosch. And it's Hummel, and it's still Bosch. It's brilliant. It's why I remember for all that time when me and Baz used to talk about David Moyes with all that fondness. Remember that? That's because this is the way. This is the way he makes people feel. This is the way. This is what we were like when he was the manager for the first time. This is the way he did things, and this is why we like him. So, and I don't have to talk. I'm not talking to anyone out there who all the people who watch him right now are Evertonians. You're the same as me. You get it. But this is exactly what we want, isn't it? We want to be happy. And we want a fella in charge who seems to give a shit. And the last fella for this season just didn't give a shit. This fella gives a shit because he fucking loves us. All right, he mightn't love us quite as much as we love Everton. But he gives a shit, and you can see that. And you see that in the press conferences the other day. when smart ass journalists are trying to take things away from us, and and smarmy journalists and smarmy fans of other clubs try and take it away from you, your joy. Well, know what I say to them? Fuck you all. That's what I say to all of those people who try and take the joy away from us. That's what I say. So enjoy it. Honestly, enjoy it. Enjoy being an Evertonian. Absolutely enjoy it. And all go and get your Betto 14 shirts now. Go and get it. Go and get your Betto 14 shirts. The lad is in boss form, scoring goals, and deserves the adulation. Absolutely. Absolutely deserves it. Because he's been brilliant since Moyes came in. Well, before Moyes came in, because he scored the night before Moyes came in. So, and I am very, very, very happy for the lad as well, because he has put his heart on his sleeve, and I know how much it means to him, actually, because I know someone who knows him, and they regularly talk to me about him as a man and as a person, and how much it meant to him. So fair play to him. Moyes doesn't have a secret sauce. He's just a very good manager. There is no secret sauce. He's just a very good manager. There's 3 kits, Nathan. There's 3 kits. You can have one with Njai on. One with Njai, one with Betto, and the other one, whatever. Whatever. Basic Trig says, feed Betto. Bettos from Aldi. Mate, my missus has been buying those sweets from Aldi because they're called Bettos. She keeps on coming in with a tub of them. I'm all day with that. And I just get my hand in there before I go for a run. Sorry for mentioning running. Well, I mean, I put my hand in the tub all the time. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. But you know what? People love Betto and I have loved Betto because he plays on pure emotion, doesn't he? He seems like he just plays on pure emotion, whereas Dom is a bit cold, and that's why everyone wanted to see him get his chance. I didn't, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we should start selling them in the new stadium. Yeah. And listen, anyone who's going to the new stadium on Monday night can really enjoy it now. The atmosphere will be brilliant for anyone who's going on Monday night to the new stadium. You can properly enjoy it. You can properly enjoy going to that because everything's on. But you know what? Hang on. I need to stop because I haven't talked about Charlie Alcaraz, and obviously I'll be doing the player ratings. But early on, he just looked like, this game might be a little bit too fast. But once it settled down, he the ball for the first goal, by the way, was brilliant. Played it at just the right time. And his goal, I'm not being funny, that finish for the goal was brilliant. He done the goalie there with his little, going to it to that, it was like a dummy goal. He sort of dummied it in. It was a brilliant finish. Because let's be honest, we've all seen people from that distance hit Rose Head, Decore, Tim Irabunan recently. We've seen it. He just stroked it in, and it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. What a like first start for him. A goal and assist, a winning goal. Yeah, we'll have you, lad. We'll sign you. We will sign you. Yeah, I'm not sold on the Ronaldo celebration. Not sold on that. Feels like you're playing FIFA and you've decided to do one of the pre thingy celebrations. I think he needs his own celebration there. Basically, I'm not 100% down on that celebration, but yeah, I'm not a Suey fan. Never have been because I'm not a massive Ronaldo fan because he's like the 7th best player that ever was, and people keep on saying he's the best. But yeah, What a win. What a win. What a win. I think everyone was expecting, when it went 1-1, as I said, the commentators were like expecting them to win, weren't they? They really were. And for us to go and get the winning goal was fantastic. Yeah. It would just be lovely, wouldn't it? This week, though, if we got some players back. Just get some players back. Every game gives everyone a week, an extra time. So we've got a week now, and then we've only actually got 2 games in March, which is mad. But we've got 10. We've got 2 in the next 10 days, Saturday and Wednesday. And then after that, we've only got 2 in March, which is mad. We play on a Saturday, and then there's a gap, and then we play on a Saturday, and then there's a gap, I think. So that does give us an opportunity to get some players back. But it's a big week for recovery. I'm sure the manager will give a lot of players days off, but it would be nice to get a couple back if we could. Because you can't just keep playing with like a couple of subs. Tommy, thank you for gifting 50 Toffee TV memberships. That's mad. 50. That's crazy. Thank you very much, my friend. That is crazy. And everyone who got one, you can thank Tommy if you wouldn't mind. There you go. Big win. Every single player played the part. It wasn't, as I said, dead straightforward. We had some shaky moments, especially in defence. It was like everyone was a yard too late, but they didn't want to. And then when the ball bounced, they didn't want to clatter into anyone to give a penalty away, so they left it, and that it always sort of fell for them when they hit the bar and when they scored. I mean, you can tell when people are tired because they do jump for the same ball. Betto said 3 days off in an interview. Sandy should have 3 days off. They deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. But yeah, listen, it's brilliant. And I listen, I've got no issue about being wrong about Betto. I still don't think technically I'm wrong. I don't think he could have played in the other fella's system. But Moyes has adapted his system to Betto. And as I said, I'm loving it. Loving seeing a striker go through and being like, he's probably going to score here. I mean, what that's like Haaland Isaac level, isn't it? Isaac or Chris Wood even this season. Just thinking, he'll probably score here. That's a feeling I haven't felt seriously since Romelu Lukaku. With anybody, with Richarlison at his best, even Dom when he scored all the goals in the COVID season. Beto's the first one. I'm like, he'll score. He'll score, yeah. Fair play. Nathan on the super chat saying Betto and Alcaraz scoring. Wish Lindstrom slotted this chance. Had to explain to my wife what squeaky bum time was at the end. Cheers from Georgia, USA. Thank you, Nathan. No, I thought Lindstrom should have scored. He showed. It was a lovely move and it was a lovely first touch. He just showed the goalie where he was going to put it. It was like, smash it in. Smash that in. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. I'm just taking it all in. I think most people just came to watch this video for me to eat humble pieable Betto, didn't you? You sneaky bastards. No, why would we re-sign Richarlison? He's like the bionic man. He's got like metal inside him and everything. No. No, I don't think we could, and I don't think we'll sign. Can't imagine we'd sign Lindstrom either, unless we can get him on another year on loan, the same as maybe Harrison, who I didn't think was particularly great today. Which is weird because he's hardly played recently, so he's got no excuse for being tired. By the way, he had no excuse for being tired. So, I wonder what West Ham fans think at the moment. And I'm not having a dig at them because football can change very quickly, but I wonder what they think at the moment. with Potter. I know they'll probably say, maybe other people would say, well, Potter's like a long-term thing and he's trying to turn it round. But I wonder what they think. Just in terms of where we are. No, it's not about Bob. No, Bob. No, it's not about slagging off the team. No one's slagging off the team. This is what we do. This is what we do. We talk about games of football, and Harrison didn't have a good game today. There's not about slagging off. It's about talking about the game with other Evertonians. You know that Harrison didn't play well, and Lindstrom didn't have a great game really either. And I'm just saying Harrison hasn't got the excuse of the other players who've played so many games. Just, you can still say you can still be happy we won and still you've still got to critique it, and that's what I'll do when I do the player ratings, of course. But you've still got to critique the game. It's like if we lose games, not everything is terrible, and if we win games, not everything is amazing. You still have to critique, so you can talk about how we can get better. I thought Harrison in the first half just throw crosses in, because when he was throwing crosses in, we looked dangerous. Second half, he stopped doing that. No, Harrison didn't play well. Come on, he didn't play well. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. But just throw crosses into the box. You're on your left foot. Throw crosses in. You've got a centre forward in there. Seen a few people compare Alcaraz to Tim Cahill. Maybe that's what the manager sees for him. Be very interesting next week, by the way. The core, back. What does the manager... Johan Betto. What does the manager do? What I don't get is, about the West Ham fans, just going back to the West Ham thing, is, what I don't get is, West Ham fans hated the way he played. I've quite enjoyed the way we've played so far. I mean, going from Dyche to this seems like the moon. But I'm quite happy in the way we're playing. It's not long ball. Sometimes it's long ball. Sometimes it's playing out from the back. I've heard fans in the last couple of weeks sort of criticise us or aren't happy when we're playing out the back. So we're playing out the back. We're going longer times. We're going wide. We're playing diagonals. I'm quite happy with the way we're playing. I'm not really understanding what West Ham fans were complaining about, considering that West Ham have always been a team that, in my lifetime, have done absolutely nothing till David Moyes turned up. So I find it very weird. But going back to Alcaraz, a goal and assist today. Yeah, maybe he has got a little touch of the Tim Cahill's about him. Who knows? Do the Tim Cahill celebration then. Someone send Alcaraz the Tim Cahill celebration and go, mate, start doing this. Forget the Ronaldo stuff. We're not into that. But go and do a bit of shadow boxing with the corner flag. And we'll if you're going to do somebody else's celebration, do Tim Cahill's celebration. Because I feel like everybody's a member now because of Tommy. Nice one, Tommy. I feel like everybody's a member. No. Listen, it's been a good 2025 so far, hasn't it, for Everton? It's been a good 2025. David Moyes comes back and things have immediately turned round. And as I said last week about the Freakins must be made up with the two managers they've put in charge. Ranieri's done brilliantly at Roma, and Moyes has done brilliantly with us. And they've just gone, this works, so we're going to do it. And it has worked. Roma have got themselves up the table. I think they got a 1-1 the other night in Europe, even though they went down to 10 men. So the second leg, they'll be thinking they can win that. And we've okay. Disappointing that we went out the FA Cup last week, but I don't think anyone was really we were beaten by a really good side. I don't think anyone was sort of holding on any hope that we were gonna. And I'll be honest, and I don't care if anyone shoots me down. I'd rather have got 4 points this week then won that game in the FA Cup. I am quite happy to say that. I'm quite happy to say that. Because to me, I personally would rather have just took the 4 points. Don't get me wrong. If we'd taken 4 points and won the FA Cup, then the form going into the next round. But if you could have offered me 4 points out of those two games or the FA Cup win, I'd have took the 4 points. And I said that before we kicked the ball in the FA Cup. To be honest, so I love the FA Cup, but just this season, I think it's massively important that we got out of the mess we were in and kept building. And there will be that tinge, because then we would be at home next round, wouldn't we? There will be that feeling if we get to when the next round comes on, depending on what the results were up to that, you'll go, oh, if only we'd won that game. But Bournemouth were very, very good last week, and it wasn't meant to be. But we've took 4 points. Obviously, a derby day to remember. Whether are we allowed to remember it? Are Liverpool fans going to come along with like the Men in Black thing and erase it from us because it doesn't count, because it was only an equaliser? I don't know. I'm not sure if the Men in Black or wouldn't be called Men in Black. They'd be probably called Men from Budapest, because if they were Liverpool fans, or I'm trying to think of a Scandinavian place, city beginning with B, and I can't think one right now. Someone will tell me in the comments, because you are more intelligent than I am. Bonn is in Germany, so that doesn't count. I'm trying to think. No, I can't think of one. I can't think of them. But there you go. Ken, you're right. Betto is a natural finisher. Very, very much so. Bergen, nice one. Posh Matty. Bergen. Loads of people now. Bergen in Norway. Fair play to you. Men in Bergen. You've won. I just couldn't think on the spot, and yous have done it. Yous have probably Googled it. I couldn't do that because I'm sitting here talking utter waffle. But yous have done Bergen. Loads yous have Bergened me off. Fair play. I'm happy to be Bergened off. No problem with that whatsoever. Men from Bergen, or men in Bergen, will come and try and zap our eyes. Oh, Bromby. It's Bromby. That's Denmark, though. Is that classed truly as Scandinavia? Molby in Birkenhead. I like that shout. Can't quite see who it is because you're in green and it's not really working on my eye. Patty. Fair play. The Bergen shout got there first, and you can take that. That's a good one. You've won there. You've absolutely won. Lovely fjord, apparently, in Bergen, Posh Matty says. I would love to go and see the fjords, but, fair play. Bergen, you've smashed it. You've smashed it out the park there. Smashed it out the park. Yeah, I could probably sit here and talk all night, couldn't I? And use it all watch. Use it watch till Match of the Day's on. Norway, Sweden, and Denmark are Scandinavia. Finland is not. I mean, that's a controversial take by JT, that Finland isn't Scandinavia. Fair play. Lynn is in Malaysia. I'm not sure about that. It's a bit hot and sweaty, that Lynn, for me, I think. I am tempted by Thailand, but Malaysia just seems... And you've got a weird flag. It's like you've tried to rip off America. Tromsø is where I want to go. I want to go to Tromsø to see the Northern Lights. And now I'm just talking about holidays. What is going on? See, this is what happens when Everton win. We all just want to sit around and just have a laugh, don't we? We all want to sit around and have a chat. I'm not going to tell you my man of the match is. I've got to do the player ratings as well. So don't all go away. I will be doing the player ratings quite quickly as well, because it's already 8:30 and Casualty's on soon. Can't be missing Casualty. Um, yeah, exactly. We're missing the mass singer for this. Kyle's in Arkansas, but that's just got nothing to do with anything we're talking about. People are just naming places they're in now. Tony's in Vietnam. I'm not going to Vietnam, mate. Not having that. Thailand, maybe. I'm going to. I'll tell you where I'm going to go. Right. I'll tell you right now where I'm going. I'm going to Japan. So if there's any Evertonians in Japan, I'm coming your way. Not telling you when because it's not booked. And it's certainly not this year, but I'm definitely coming to Japan. Absolutely coming to Japan. I was going to go to America next year for me. It's my 20th wedding anniversary next year. I know. I got married when I was 7. And we got married famously in Orlando. And I was going to go there, but I don't know if I'm feeling that anymore because of all the stuff going on over there. So Japan might be the place. So it looks boss. It's got bullet trains. It's got Disney. It's got Universal. It's got fish. Definitely got fish. There you go. Lynn says Tesco is in Japan, but it's closed down. Oh, could you get a meal deal? Could you get a meal deal? Tesco. Japan is supposed to be amazing, and I think it is amazing because I've got a mate who went recently and he loved it. He absolutely loved it. He got round on the trains and everything. So, don't worry about it. It's got a nuclear explosion. Yeah, so what? That's not an issue. That's not an issue. That's not an issue. Imagine getting a meal deal from a Tesco in Japan. What would the meal deal? Would it still be sushi? Like the same sushi we get when we go to our ones? Could you get like a ham butty, some water, and plain crisp in Japan? Or would there have to be some mad nonsense? I don't know. I've been talking for 42 minutes and you are still watching. I don't quite understand what that is. I don't understand why that happens. But it must be my magnetic, I can't even talk, personality. David, it might have the best whiskey, but I don't drink. Again, famously, I don't drink anymore, and I ain't breaking that. I've said I will only take a sip of alcohol if Everton wins something. That'll be the only time. Because I didn't stop drinking because like I was an alcoholic. I just stopped drinking because I wanted to be healthier and wanted to just be healthier. Simple as that. And I believe the whiskey's great, but I also believe the coffee's amazing in Japan. I believe the coffee is very, very good in Japan. So, yeah, I'm not doing the player ratings now because if I stop this video, then I get the views and I get more ad revenue on a new video. That's how we. Sorry for bursting your bubble, but that's how YouTube works. No, you can't drink and be healthy. Not when you get into your mid-40s. You can't. You just can't. Or you have to do extra work to be healthy, and I don't want to do extra work. Simple as that. But when I do go to Japan, it won't be in the season. So, but I would, yeah, they have amazing vending machines. They have amazing vending machines in Japan. And they have little rooms in train stations where if you want to have a little kip, you can hire one, which is mad. I suppose you could do other stuff in there as well. See, you say you're 48 and your peak fitness, but that's I've got no proof of that, have I? I've got absolutely no proof of that. Bob, exactly, mate. So I'm do you know what? I'm quite happy. Other people can drink all they want. I'm quite happy not drinking. It's not affected my life one bit, not drinking. It really hasn't. Hasn't affected my life at all. Because I'm boring. I'm quite boring. So, right. I'm gonna go. So, funny enough, I saw Ginger Ninja. I saw Nashville yesterday and how I never want to go. Never want to go to Nashville. There's too much twang, mate. Too much twang. That noise in country songs, I call it the twang. Can't be doing with it. I cannot be doing with the twang. No. Can't be having it. JT, Tom Cruise probably doesn't bevy. It's probably against Scientology. Right, I'm going. You all go and enjoy your night. I'm going to go and sort out my player ratings, and I'll be back in a bit. Check out Baz's videos as well. Thanks for watching. See you in a bit. Yes, up the Toffees.